Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Stepsbasic and welcome back to my community show. Hey, that's so smooth and nice. It's beautiful, beautiful. Anyway, that's not what's important. What's important is our topic for today. But we'll get to that in a second. So, I know I've been talking about doing this 200 subscriber special for a long time, and I'm working on it. Still working on it. I'm actually going to be pushing it back to 250. I'm not sure how these milestones are supposed to work, but I kind of had originally thought of it being 250 because then I'm going to double it to 500. But then again, I might be doing it wrong because I'm not used to this because I'm not a star. But that's a nice segue I gotta add right into our topic for today. YouTube celebrity. Now, not just limited to YouTube celebrity, obviously. But, yeah, internet famous people as it is. And this got me thinking about it because earlier today, I had told somebody how many subscribers I had on the YouTubes here, and they were like, wow, you're like a celebrity now, huh? And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a star. But no, I'm not. And I want to preface this video by saying that I do not think of myself as a celebrity or a star in any capacity, except of course in the one capacity, whereas I am the starring role of the Stepsbasic show. But I don't think of myself as a celebrity or anything, so don't worry. I don't have a big head or nothing. But that did raise the interesting question that's kind of needled its way into my brain, because it used to be back when I was younger, before I started really doing a whole lot of this stuff, is what makes a celebrity? What makes a star? What makes, the famous people? I mean, in all actuality, it really boils down to one thing. Celebrity. Not the actual person, but, celebrity, the adjective, the noun, the verb. Do people celebrate you? And in all honesty, when you think about it that way, there's no real difference between an online celebrity versus a celebrity in a movie, say. An actual full-blown movie, an actor, an actress, or a great singer. And in some cases, what's called the celebrity, the star, could actually fall short when compared to some of the people on YouTube, say, for instance. As we're here, we might as well talk about that sort of thing, right? I mean, you think about it. Celebrities are pretty regional. What we know of as the traditional celebrity, they're pretty regional. Now, yeah, they may have bigger fame than that, like i.e. Benedict Cumberbatch, for instance. He's a celebrity, he's a star, he's a person that we can all say, yeah, he's definitely a big celebrity. Because his name is out there. A big, weird, complicated name as it is, but it's out there. And people know him for various reasons, whether it's like I first knew of him through the Sherlock series on the BBC. He's been in the new Star Trek movie, where he played Khan, the new iteration of Khan. And apart from that, he's been in, well, obviously, Marvel, playing Doctor Strange. But people know who he is. He's English. And yet, us Americans know who he is. And because of the stuff he's been in, he's probably known in other countries as well. Everywhere who likes, say, Marvel, for instance, will be hip to knowing who he is. And as such, he's pretty broad, pretty wide-reaching, wide-range actor. Definitely a global celebrity, I would say. I might be wrong, but I say he's definitely a global celebrity. On the other hand, you have regional celebrities, say, Rod Fitzwell. You don't know who that is, do you? Of course you don't. You don't live in Virginia. Although if you are listening to this and you know who Rod Fitzwell is because you live in Virginia, then I'm not including you. But he's a local celebrity. He is the sports announcer for the FM 99 Rumble in the Morning show. More than that, he's also a pretty big figure of the radio station there. And basically, if you listen to that, or if you live in this area, you probably know who Rod Fitzwell is. He announces for the hockey games, too. And so, yeah, he's pretty big here. But when you think about that, he is a big celebrity. Arguably. And then you look at people like Jacksepticeye, who recently reached 20 million subscribers on the YouTubes. That's 20 million people who watched at least one of his videos and said, I like this guy, and clicked the subscribe button. That's 20 million people who have said, this guy ain't bad. So what is the difference between Jacksepticeye, who's got fans all across the world, and Benedict Cumberbatch? I mean, for one thing, Jack works much more consistently. I named 3 projects that Benedict Cumberbatch has been in. And honestly, I'm failing to think of anything else. I can think of Sherlock, Doctor Strange, and the new Star Trek movie. And that's it. I'm sure he's done more. Don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure he's done more. I just can't think of anything else. I could pull up his IMDb page, figure it out from there. But that's not the point. The point is, why is Jacksepticeye not a celebrity, but Benedict Cumberbatch is? And the funny part is, this came up once recently. The whole PewDiePie scandal with the Wall Street Journal. That was a big issue. I had a big video on it, and my channel fell down after I made the video about it. It got taken down for some reason. I don't know. But, say for instance, that situation. Jacksepticeye came out to support PewDiePie in a way, and one of the things he said was that PewDiePie is not a comedian. Essentially, he'd said that. But why isn't he a comedian? He has a stage. He goes on that stage and he tells jokes. He tells jokes to 50 million people. Potentially. Potentially, he's telling jokes to 50 million people. So how does that make him any different from Jeff Foxworthy, who gets up on stage and tells jokes? How is PewDiePie not a professional comedian, but Jeff Foxworthy is? And beyond that, Janet Devlin, amazing singer. She gets up on her platform, her stage, and she sings for people. Hauntingly beautiful songs, various renditions of other songs, other people's music, and she does have some of her original stuff too. But how is she not a singer? And now, of course, we've had celebrities who go from internet fame to real world fame, and as such have kind of bridged the gap, as it were, and as Philip DeFranco would put it, added credence and legitimacy to YouTube professionals. People like Lindsey Sterling, PTX or Pentatonics, and a number of other bands and people, and some people like Liza Koshy going on to host his show on Nickelodeon. But at the same time, I'm sitting here thinking, why wasn't she considered a celebrity before? Why wasn't Janet Devlin a professional musician? Because she got paid to make music, therefore she was a professional musician. This is just something I was thinking about, you know. I mean, granted, I don't compare what I do on my channel to what you'd see on television, but at the same time, I make videos that are 15 to 30 minutes to an hour long. And that is the standard length of television shows. I mean, 15 minutes is a bit short. And that's the exact length of the time that somebody would sit down to watch something on television. So am I a television star? Well, I mean, I don't think I'm a star. But at the same time, I have 220 people who decided that one of my videos was entertaining enough that they wanted to subscribe to me. And thank you guys very much for that again, by the way. But how does that make me any different from somebody who has no name but goes to star on a show. I mean, it's weird because I can do this all day about other celebrities, other celebrities. I can do this all day about other YouTubers, but when it comes to me, I'm like, I'm not. Don't say that. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not a star. Nobody. No. Shush. I'm not. So I'm asking myself this question as well. I mean, I don't think of myself as big. I don't think of myself. I mean, 220 subscribers compared to the other people I was talking about, 20 millions and 15 millions and whatnot. But at the same time, I have to ask that question. What makes what we do here different from what they do there? Now, of course, there is one thing. Accountability. I honestly don't understand how it's different for internet people as opposed to real world people. We don't have managers, so to speak. Some of us do. We don't have, schedules, so to speak. Some of us do. We don't have celebrity endorsements and meet and greets and stuff, but some of us do. I mean, you say celebrity endorsement, you might as well just say it's a product placed ad. Like, in my other videos on my other channel, I'm like, I'm not sponsored by this. But other people do get sponsorships, like Matthias, for example, on his Dope or Nope channel, on his Matthias channel, on his other channels. So like, well, this video was brought to you by such and such. And that's a product placement. It's a sponsored deal. These people are, putting their name attached to a product. So all this turns around full circle and says, how is internet celebrity any different from television celebrity or movie celebrity or musician celebrity? I don't really have an answer. I can do this all day for other YouTubers, but when it comes to myself, I say I'm not a celebrity, I'm not a star, I'm not anything special. I'll probably be saying that up until, even if I were to hit 20 million tomorrow, I'd still be saying I'm not a celebrity, I'm not a star. But then I'd have to stop and ask the question of why aren't I? What makes me different from them? And honestly, I don't have an answer. Even I feel that way, or even I used to feel that way, until I've seen the crowds of people going crazy over YouTubers. How they have to, corral them in and say, okay, you can't go out front now or else everyone's going to stampede and it'll cause a fire hazard. Life was a lot simpler when I was a kid because the only celebrities you had were your regional or local celebrities and then the big namers. And then all of a sudden everyone had a chance to be a star. You have your Instagram models, you have your YouTube celebrity personalities, and you have all sorts of things. It's not just limited to what you see on TV or movies anymore, or what you hear on the radio. But anyway, that's just something to give some thought to. That's all I've got for you for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me for tonight's episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and if you did, please go and poke that like button for me if you'd like to. Of course, you can comment down below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can, when I can, if I can, all that jazz. And tune in next time as we talk about something else. Maybe something more definitive, who knows? But anyway, until then, good night.